Yo, everyone, and welcome to Some Ordinary Podcast.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the hell up, man.
The B team. It's me, your host, Mudahar, and I'm here with Animac and Briggs.
Hey, Muda, what's up, man?
Yo! And we have, on the podcast, for the first time ever, Kismet Curious.
Ah, yes, exclusive interview because I'm amazing and great and willing to bask these great people in my presence. Hello, hello.
I'm trying to find out everything about Oompi right now.
So Oompi makes fun of fat people for a living, if you notice.
Hi.
He has made more money off fat people than McDonald's. Sorry.
Well, that's not true.
That's not true at all.
Have you seen America? Please.
That's fair. Bro, you know how Will Smith, Dio walked up to Chris Rock before he slapped him? Like, he did the full Dio walk and everything?
Well, he had to because it was so far away.
I know. I mentioned that, and both Muda and Oompi were like, what's the Dio walk?
Oh. That's so sad.
That is your best podcast, Nux. That is what you've fallen to.
The worst take that I've been seeing on Twitter is that it was just a slap. It's not like he, punched him. Like, shut the fuck up.
Bro, if he was a real man, he would have kicked him the balls.
It's just a slap, bro.
It's just a slap, bro.
Just walk across the audience and just kick him in the nuts.
Dude, that slap, straight up was a literal cannon. Like, holy cow, it was wild. And then, of course, the entire internet, I saw that for 2 days straight.
My best part of that isn't even that some people are defending the slap, which is obviously ridiculous because you don't just slap people you don't like because they said something you don't like.
You don't.
Oh, man, I would be dead by now.
We would have killed each other. We would have killed each other by now.
I know. The funniest thing, though, was people trying to turn it political, but, in every way possible.
What?
So I've seen all these Republicans defending Will Smith because they support toxic masculinity. And then I've seen other people saying, all these Republicans defending Chris Rock because they're all about the free speech, but they support making fun of people with disabilities. Bro, it was so funny. Every side had the stupidest take ever. It was hilarious.
Oh my gosh, it is straight up politics, and it's they just point fingers. They don't have any rationale behind it.
It's just anything for the clicks and the likes. You spend too much time on Twitter, Animac. I didn't see any of that shit. That's sad.
Oh, I did. I saw some of that. And I don't even look at Twitter much these days. And I saw a really great tweet saying, everyone defending Will Smith right now. Imagine Will Smith's hand was a plane and Chris Rock's face was the Twin Towers. Violence is violence.
What?
Now, you're probably thinking, what? This is probably some fringe tweet. Bro, it had 300,000 likes.
What? Unironically. It had to be satire, Nux.
So I think it was just playing to every audience.
That's so funny.
The people that think it's satire like it, and the people that think it's serious like it. So they just...
20 Will Smith memes saved on my phone. Got into one little fight about my wife's lost hair. She said, you better slap Chris or I'm having an affair.
See, I thought it was really funny that Will Smith said, keep my wife's name out of your mouth. Because all other parts of his wife are... Okay, anyway.
No.
Anyway.
You're a cat.
Oh, yes, you don't get to see my tail or anything. Yeah, I can wiggle my...
Are you also a nurse?
Yes.
Ooh.
A catgirl nurse.
Dude,
I've seen that.
This is a girl on fucking Halloween that doesn't know what to be. Sorry.
It's more along the lines
Evil,
of...
what the hell? What was that?
Dude, this made me think of my friends trying to dress up for Halloween. Should I be a nurse or a cat?
Oh,
no, but a lot of VTubers are like that. Don't you remember?
As a wise man once said, run, it's a ghost and a bitch.
Remember Tricky Wee? She's 4 things.
She's one thing.
What do you mean? She's like an Egyptian harpy dragon.
She's a harpy dragon.
Ghost. She's a bunch
ghost?
of things.
No, she has a ghost outfit or ghost boobas.
Ghost boobas, yeah.
We need mosquito. We need a mosquito VTuber. That way she could give the audience a suck.
I would argue the chats are the bloodsuckers in this scenario. Yo, I have a joke for you guys. Why did Sally fall off the swing?
Why, Nux? Why?
Because she had no arms. Why didn't Sally get back on the swing?
Somebody else had this one.
She had no legs. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Not Sally.
That's joke sucked. That joke sucked.
Am I missing something here? No?
Somebody had the crickets in here. Come on, guys.
Like, is there some like punchline that I'm missing here, bro?
No, there's no punchline. 'Cause apparently she doesn't have arms.
God,
It doesn't have arms.
that was funnier than Nux's joke. Let's go.
That's the joke. It's all a tee up for the response.
There we go.
It's all part of the plan. It's all for the greater good of comedy. Bro, it's such a good book. I'm telling you, it's so good.
Sell us on this book.
I've done this before. I've sold it. It's great.
No, you didn't. You always just
here.
said it's called The Name of the Wind, and it's fucking great.
Yeah,
That's all you ever said.
convince Kismet
Yeah.
to read it because I'm not reading it.
Kismet doesn't read.
Wait a second. How
She's
do
a
you
nurse
Yeah.
and a cat.
She doesn't read. She's a nurse.
She doesn't read, bro. She doesn't know. I'm telling you.
This logic is sound.
This is the kind of moment you'll never get on some ordinary podcast.
Oh my god, this is so. This better not become a meme on Rant Cafe.
Become.
Just
been a
roasting some ordinary podcast the whole time.
Good and evil can be so subjective depending on the side you're in. Is like, I like
Yeah.
it. I'm all for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
It is pretty cool.
I agree. It's kind of like for us, Nux is evil, but for fans of some ordinary podcast, he's like a hero, right?
True. Exactly. So why should I live in this shadow of Rant Cafe and not just embrace my angelic half of this
no.
subordinate
Evil-
podcast?
Evil's
Where people
the way to go.
appreciate me.
Get outta
They
here. Evil's the
appreciate
way to go.
So my brother loves complaining. So like he'll tell me all the complaints he has with the series and not ever tell me anything he likes about it until I'm like, okay, what about this? He's like, oh yeah, that was sick. I'm like, so why didn't you mention that? Why did you?
Is that
He needs to have a podcast like the One Piece.
Bro,
Virgin
we
where
should
he can
start
actually...
a new One Piece Virgin with my brother as the Virgin.
Yeah, just the same podcast, just we rewind it to the beginning.
Exactly. Chat would hate him so much. They'd hate him. He's like, dude, it made absolutely no sense. In this one scene, Luffy's like jumping over a mountain. And in this other scene, like Luffy's struggling to climb a mountain. Carrying two people. If you look at the force that he needed to jump off a mountain, the weight of those two people should be inconsequential for his carrying and climb up the mountain. So power scaling wise, it makes. I'm like, yeah, but it was a really powerful emotional scene. He's like, yeah, but he should have just jumped him.
Who cares?
Well-
Dude, if he's talking about
First
Drum
of all, it was
Island, bro,
cold.
come on.
Yes,
Nux,
he was
it was
talking about
cold.
Drum Island.
It was cold there.
I
You
know.
the rubber got frozen. Okay.
It was
First
cold
of all.
and it was a straight incline through
know,
a
bro.
blizzard.
I know.
He's
Second
right,
of
like-
all, just get him, Boa. He loves snakes.
He does
He'll
like
be
snakes.
hooked.
Listen,
Yo.
hold on. I'm just gonna say, like, with that description, I would watch that podcast. Like, your brother just going off like that? I don't know, man. Like, maybe it's just me,
Dude,
but
this man, he goes ham. Like,
I would
it's
get the
insane.
popcorn. I will sit back. Like, it
It would
sounds
be
like a
funny.
good time.
For an hour, he goes about how like all these mistakes and things he didn't like, and then you're like, so bro, you hated the fucking manga. He's like, oh no, actually I loved it. I thought it was great.
Oh, he's watching it. He's not reading it.
And he
Oh,
just,
okay.
it'd be funny if he
But-
just leaves it at that too, where it's like, oh no, it was really good. I liked it.
Yeah, no, but
Doesn't
that's what he,
elaborate.
bro. That's exactly what he did to me. It was horrible. He's like, I'm here, and he's like, I'm like, what do you think of it? And he's like, well, this sucked, and this made no sense, and he was just complaining from one thing to the next, and I'm like,
What a legend.
and he's like, it was pretty good, you know, like,
What a legend.
but he always like he has to like end his sentence with, but it's not as good as early Naruto, and I'm like, okay. All right.
Nux constantly posts like either posts or likes or comments on Pokemon hentai and ecchi stuff on Twitter.
I don't know what you're talking about. I literally
And
did it.
I think he really is. You know, there really is something there to what Briggs said about him being a closet furry who just wants to normalize furrydom before he comes out of the closet.
I can see it. Big long-term strategy. I would love to crack into his like computer and see what's in those hidden files for sure.
Just look at my thumbnails.
Yeah. True.
No, I want that's the face level stuff. No, I want the hidden file stuff.
Ah.
I'm not,
Yeah, You think he uses folders? That's all on his desktop.
you know, you're probably right. Let's be real.
Yes. What's
Yeah,
porn?
there's no way. You have the internet nowadays. It's not like you're trying to crack into like a closet or a safe or something to get an old school magazine. No. It's like 2 clicks away. It's right there. Pretty much puts it on a silver platter for you. That's the glory of the
Yeah,
internet.
you don't even
How
need to look it up. You're
would
trying to
you
fucking
know?
watch some wholesome anime and fucking Anna from down the street is messaging you to fuck. Like, come on.
Yeah, I know. Like, how does she live 10 minutes away from you?
They're
I don't
always
get it.
10 minutes, dude.
This
this was an epic highlight reel from the latest episode of the Rant Cafe anime podcast that I do weekly and is uploaded on iTunes, on Spotify, and on the Rant Cafe YouTube channel Uncut. And this is just kind of a highlight reel that I'm going to be doing once a week here on Nuxanor.